Roland was seated in his office, trying to concentrate on the day's work after the experience in church the previous day. He had been watching great ministers of God on TV, moved by the power of the Holy Spirit, but he had never experienced what happened the previous night since he gave his heart to God. Never had he seen the works of the devil so clear in his day-to-day life as explained by Pastor David, and suddenly it dawned on him that the world is really in its last stage. His marriage had been a disaster, and since his divorce from Maggie, he had made up his mind that he would not venture into any marriage anymore if he wanted to remain sane. Still, the grip of loneliness that torments him had almost made him forsake the Christian discipline his parents and grandparents had taught him, to go in search of worldly solutions to his misery. After his discussion with Tom about John Hans and his confessions, and what led to the death of Maggie, he wished she were still alive. He would have taken her back. He remembered the way she had always looked at him. He knew she loved him, but could not put a finger on the look of hopelessness and helplessness in her eyes. If he had known that she was being used against her will, he would have joined her to fight the enemy and kept his marriage. After returning from the church, he could not sleep all night, as his mind kept returning to his past. If he knew what was being taught by Pastor David years before, he would have had a better life, and that made him even more committed to the cause, to do all he could to take the teaching to every nook and cranny of the world so that no one would have an excuse. He was still trying to pull his mind to his work for the day when the phone rang, and he picked up. "Sir, someone is on the line to speak to you," his secretary announced. "Who is that?" he returned. "A certain Mario Brown," she said. "Okay, put him through." Roland had wanted to speak with John to get the information from the horse's mouth ever since Tom related his confession to him. He wanted to ask certain questions, and there lay his opportunity to do so. "Hello, sir. Hello." He tried to sound indifferent. "I am Mario Brown. I guess Tom Piken would have told you about me. I think I owe you a confession face to face, if you don't mind me meeting with you." "Okay. Drop your number with my secretary, and I will inform you of the best time," he said, trying to get his mind around that meeting. If possible, he would like to have Tom around when John comes to see him. "Okay, sir, we'll do that. Thank you," he said and hung up.